My name is Fiona Maguire and I'm the archaeologist on the Ballinasloe Town Enhancement Scheme project, and I've been here since July 2018. And during that time I've been monitoring the groundworks on the street, and we've actually come across this in the last few weeks, a possible early medieval cemetery and the possible remains of an early well. It's a circular structure, it's dry stone, it's built to courses. It's been infilled at some point in time, it's been infilled with 19th century material, so we're not really sure when it was infilled. It doesn't appear in any of the early maps as well. I'm local, yes, I'm from Korea, and very proud and privileged to be working on the project for the last few years. And quite a bit of archaeology has shown up, which builds a very nice picture of the early foundations of the modern town and some earlier features such as this.
So basically what I've done is yesterday I exposed the skeleton here with wooden tools and small things, just to get the outline of the skeleton, see how far it goes, see what it's interrupted by, which is this wall. And then what we have to do is record it in situ. So what I do is we've got photographs, we make a written record, and then I make a drawing of it here, so it's to scale.
When we start the excavation here in Society Street in Ballinasloe, we take it down in levels or layers, and the different levels and layers, I suppose, represent different phases of activity that occurred here on the street itself. The burials that you can see here in front of you at the moment, they all come up very soon after we started taking down the sandy layers. So they're not too far underneath the actual paving that you can see over here, the little bit that's left on the site itself. It's just ahead of Michael over here in the corner. So literally maybe 12 centimetres down from the paving, you can actually see the burials. Now, unfortunately, in this area, while we do have a certain amount of burials that are very visible today, there's a lot of disturbance here as well from later services. In the, I suppose, the 20th century, really, a lot of the services were put into the urban areas in towns in Ireland.
Well, it looks as if it's the remains of an old cemetery. Now, we have no kind of evidence of an enclosing ditch, which would kind of be typical as well, or anything like that, but that is presumably because the street level was reduced at some stage when they were building the modern town. So there may have been a ditch and bank enclosure or something like that, but that's been removed. There's absolutely no records of it. There was kind of evidence from folklore more than anything else, like a couple of people in the town had flagged it with me during the monitoring phase. They said that there were burials found in this area. One local said that he was actually coming home from school one day, and he saw that when they were putting in a street light like this, that the burials were uncovered. But there was really very little other than that. Behind us here we have St. John's Church, which is sitting on top of the place known as Church Hill. But originally Church Hill was known as Knockadune, or the Hill of the Fort. And actually during this project we identified the remains of an enclosing element around the top of the hill, which is likely to be early medieval in date, and also probably associated with our cemetery and with the burials down on the other side of it on Society Street.